my channel Adhitya, and here we bridge knowledge to success. And in this episode, I have a very interesting topic. It is a topic to relate it to us all students, and it is a very big problem that we face during these times of peril. It is a very major problem in the COVID-19 pandemic, and see, at once we had a school to go to, and where we had all of our friends. We used to learn so many interesting things, but now that is gone. We cannot move out of our home. So because of that, we are now forced to do that classes in the form of online classes, and it is a very boring thing for me. But today I'm going to share my thoughts on this topic, and I have my friend Anshika, who is also going to share her deep reasoning upon this topic. And she happens to be studying from one of the best schools in India, which is Ashok Halls, and it is a boarding school for girls. And well, it is going to be a very interesting episode, and it is supposed to be an informative one. So stay tuned till the end. Ciao for now. So, hello my friends. As you heard, we are going to do we are going to share all our thoughts about which is better, online class or offline class. And it is going to be a sort of a differentiation, but you could say it is a sort of a happy debate. And so, we are going to talk about the major problem that we face during these times of peril is that we have to do online classes. And does it support our discipline, our moral values? Does it add value to us? That's what we are going to discover. So I want to call my friend Anshika, and here she is. Hi. Hello, so this is Anshika, and so we are going to do a sort of a happy debate, right? So it is going to be a very interesting and an informative episode for you. So, Anshika, should I start? So basically, I will be in the favor of online classes, and she is going to be in the favor of offline classes. So let me start. So I think that online classes are good because we can do school from the comfort of our homes. We can eat hot served food by our parents, and they can give us special attention while we are doing classes. So it is a very good thing for me. What do you think, Anshika?
See, by my opinion, and I think that yes, comfort is necessary, but not for always. Comfort is not necessary for always. Sometimes we should avoid comfort, isn't it?
Yes, we should avoid comfort. It is a very good thing. We should be out of our comfort zone. But it is very good that you are doing your school in the presence of your parents, and they can see what you're doing. They can see how your teacher is teaching, and they can help you whenever you need some help, or they can just supervise you. Don't you think that is good?
Yes, that's good. But even because of that reason, there's a disturbance between your classes.
Yes, but disturbance. I don't think our parents would make some deliberate disturbance, and I think that they would come and they would help, and they would just give us hot served food, and we can do the class in our own comfort. We can sit on our own big table, and we can write with that. We can just do it in comfort. What's your thought on this?
See, having parents while we are studying is good thought, and we should have that. But when we go to school, when we were going to school, nowadays we are not going. So when we used to come in afternoon, that in evening we used to study, right? And that time we used to have our parents. And if we have any doubts, so many children are clearing that by the help of their parents. And the other thing, that food thing, that is the thing of discipline, which we should used to learn in our schools. And discipline is destroyed that a child is eating in front of class, your class is going on and you are eating. Doesn't it spoil your discipline?
Yes, it does. Like, you think that it spoils our discipline, but I was not like talking of eating our food in just middle of the class. I was saying that, like, when the class is over and you have a 20-minute break, you can discuss all your knowledge with your parents, and you can just, it will be a such an informative, like, it would be such an informative discussion with your parents. They could give you something for such, like, something very good for you to learn, and they can give you some food, and you can discuss upon the topics that you discuss with your ma'am in the class, and it is a very interesting thing. Now I thought about it.
Yeah, the thing which you said are seriously very nice things, and we should do. Children should learn how to, interact with their parents. There are so many children who are, afraid of their parents, and this thing breaks that. And but you know what the thing is, that physical health is a major big issue. That having classes online on technology is a good thing, but through technologies we can't do exercise. This laptop can't force us to do exercises, yoga, and other jogging things.
Yeah, so you said that it will, like, distort our physical abilities, and that is a very certainly an interesting point. But I think that, like, it is certainly, like, nullified with our capability that we develop with technology. We are, like, easily, and it is the one of the it is one of the, like, booming things that is going to happen to the world. And technology, as it is said, is the best thing that happened to humanity. So it is a very interesting tool, and we should know how to use it. Of course, we should maintain our physical health, and for that we have our parents. They can certainly make their parents get up, like, children get up at 5 o'clock, and they can make them do yoga, and they can just, it would be a family building exercise, as well as they would, like enrich their physical abilities. What do you think about that?
See, Aditya, there's one thing maybe, and I'm sure you have heard it, that school is a second home, right? And we always say that gurus, our teachers, they are more than our parents. They teach us, which is the very, very, very big and good thing. And we give fees to our schools, and if we remove this topic, fees, then to our school is all in one. I'll not say two in one or other things, it's all in one. Our school has computer labs, that is technologies. It has basketball courts, it has grounds. That is because of physical health. Then it has dispensaries for our health. Then we have classrooms, we have smart boards, we have everything for technologies, for our health, for our physical health, for our mental ability, for everything.
But don't you think that with the access of technology right beside our hand, and you see, it also creates a new marketplace for, like, new teachers. Old people can do easily, like, they can just open a Zoom meeting and share their wisdom that they are not able to do because of their age. They can certainly do it while sharing some interesting knowledge, and it is a very interesting thing. Don't you think so?
I totally agree. See, your point is very nice, that old people who are not able to go out of their houses, and now even youth is not able to go out of their houses because of this pandemic situation, where we are not allowed to do so. But if we separate this lockdown from our lives, of course, we all wish that lockdown is not going to be our lives. So of course we need to know this technologies, it's so important. But at school, every routine for every child from their childhood to beginning, everything, school is very big thing. If anyone talks about their daily routine, school is the first thing which they do. Nowadays your first class, in every school their first class is starting from 8. And I have, even myself, even if I talk about myself or my siblings, I have my siblings, they are just waking up at 7:30, some are also there that who are waking up 5 or 10 minutes earlier. So seriously, that is spoiling discipline. And if we remove discipline, but why do we do so? Because discipline is a big issue, and even not an issue, that's a necessity of everyone. Discipline is
Like it is one of the like most important virtue that a person has, and I certainly agree with you. But don't you think that the teacher, the old like the person has some additional tools she can like screen share? She can like show us a very interesting video on the topic and then add upon it, and see, it would be such an informative discussion, of course, right? With all the children, they are happy that they are at home, they are sitting with like in all comfort, they are ready to do. And like at school, you are like hot, and like you are just sitting and you just get bored in the class, right? Many people just sleep in the class, but in online class they have their parents serving them food, and they just keep their senses alive while they're eating food, so they can like just store additional information in their mind. And I think that is very interesting, don't you?
See, comfort level we have discussed, and I don't think. See, I have told before also, comfort level I don't think it is necessary or for everyone. And what was the other thing you told?
Yes, I told that it increases their awareness in the class.
Yeah, awareness. If teacher, see, live in Zoom meeting also teacher is teaching you live, but when your teacher is standing before you, in front of you, and you are studying, you have to study. Some children, they are muting their mics, offing their camera, and no one is there to see them.
Yes.
Parents are also sometimes not there. Parents will always not sit in the room. If they will sit in the room, disturbance is there. I am not saying that parents disturb their children, but of course, yeah, they whisper. Because of whisper, also sometimes there are some children that while doing maths, especially maths, when they have to calculate in their mind, and while in paper also when they are calculating, they have to see tables is very necessary thing for maths, of course. Then they have to read it in their mind, and when whisper or anything is going on, they can't.
Yes, of course. It is a very important thing that we should maintain our focus. But don't you see that if a person is like honest and truthful with her classes, and he and she can go online and talk to her teacher, like him or her his teacher, and they can do additional like discussion that was not that was not allowed in the hustling bustling of school, because the teacher just left out of the class. But in the Zoom meetings, the teacher leaves extra 10 minutes so for those people, for like to the people that have doubts, and she clears it up, right? It is a very interesting thing, and it is a very important thing for us. We can clear our doubts, we can ask our ma'am, and she's like available to us every time. And see, in this time online classes, I think it is better because you do not have to move so much. See, it takes like about, for people who are away from their like school, they have to travel about for like 1 hour max, like 1 or 2 hours max. They have to travel that, and then they like go, and they get like very drenched in sweat, and that's why it creates a very it just gives the student a thing that the school is a very bad thing, but it is actually a very interesting thing, right?
See, so what I think is what you said, that we are sweating up and all things for going to school. We have to take time. But do you think that's a good thing? When we are going, if we are not going with our parents, so many children are going by their other vehicles, by their other friends in auto, by bus. They're interacting with people, and here at home you're alone. Your parents or your some 1 or 2 siblings are there, and you're not able to interact with your other friends who are attending your class. And if you try to interact with them, what you are doing is chatting, and chatting between the class is not good at all.
Yes, hello. My friend, I think it is a so when do we get time to discuss with our friends in school, like in normal school? We do not chat, of course, in in between the class. And see, there is minimum of 1 minute break between the classes, so we cannot do much of talking. So how do we do talking in school?
See, so in school, see nowadays technology has raised a lot. So this is seriously technology is very nice thing, but sometimes there is network issue where if any teacher is asking, like if this meeting was conducted on any Zoom or anything, then we have to take out 10 minutes before this meeting to to join. First we have to do for joining it, and now at this moment we don't have to mark our attendance. There we have to mark our attendance. For that, teachers have to take, because some teachers are taking screenshots and all, and then in some schools children themselves have to mark the attendance. Teachers have to give 10, or okay, maybe less than that, 5 or 2 minutes to children.
Yes.
Yes.
So I understood your point, and I think that, see, when you're studying in front of your whole like house, and your parent, if your mams, like, for all those bunkers and all those people who are not cleared in like for doing like studies, and so for them they are just doing their classes, and of course their parents can hear what the ma'am is telling, and suppose the ma'am says that you have to do this assignment at 6:30, then like normally that child would have not done the assignment, but in the observation of their parents he has to do it, right? And the parents and see the normal excuses in school, that I cannot do it because like I did not study because I was sick, I was doing something like that. But in the home they can do this like the school from their sick bed, right? Can't they?
So just because they are sick, if they're truly sick and they can do from their bed, in school also they can come and see, the major thing that why we are discussing, and one point comes in my mind or anyone's mind, maybe in your mind also, that is a routine. Our routine is seriously destroyed, spoiled. We used to wake up in the morning, we used to had our breakfast at the time, and then we used to go take bath, then we used to, our routine was very strict, very nice. Then we used to go to our school, then come, then we used to play, which was
Absolutely.
yes. And now nothing. Okay, I understand we can't go out, we can't play because of obviously we are in this pandemic situation, which should go. But but that days was seriously nice, and now I don't think it's nice.
Yes, but don't you think it is a very big opportunity for those who are sitting in remote or like areas and are poor enough like to do school? See, many people are sitting in the regions of Africa or in like some like mountain areas of the Himalayas, and they have to travel kilometers to like just reach their school. And so it is a very big problem, isn't it? But now, because they have like internet and all these online classes, they can do their classes from the comfort of their home, and they can do it while sitting at their home. It is something which provides such a like great thing for all those poor people who are so like who are not given the chance of education just because they are away or are poor for not like for like affording the school. And it is a very good service, but it is certainly costly for them, right? And of course, if see, of course these people are now like they can just be like they can be given proper knowledge with these online classes. Suppose a person in if it is made suppose permanent for all those like people who are in remote areas or are poor, they can study from a high quality teacher who is sitting in the Mumbai, and she can teach them with like all the like all her power, and they can do something great in their lives. Don't you think that is a very good thing?
See, the discussion about what we about which we were doing was online classes for schools, and the things which you are talking, we have Byju's and Khan Academy, other things. Okay, so
No, no, I was not talking about
okay,
that.
okay, I
I was
understood. Let me. Okay, so having schools in these online classes. See, we go to school. Interaction is very big thing, very nice thing. One should do. And going to school, we build friendship. We build team building. We do team building, and we build so many relationships with our teacher, with our friends. So many. See, and also one more thing that is in this topic, but the thing which was which about what I was saying, it was not. So it is not. Sorry. So there's one of my friend, and she has her brother, and they both are in one school only, and at their home there's only one device to use for these online classes, and they both have online classes at the same time.
so for this, see, first of all, as you said, we just do interactions. And I am talking for those people who do not have the chance to go to school. Not that they have the choice to go to school, they do not have it at all. They are just given a privilege. They just have a privilege that they are allowed to do online classes. Don't you think it is a very good thing for all those people? See, they can study online from remote areas, at least because they do not have the chance to build up all these relations, but they have the chance to study. They might be able to do something good in their lives just with education. That they can go on to college, and there they can build up the relations that they left.
And this is seriously very nice thing. But poor children who can't go to school, who can't afford the fees of school, how they can buy such things, laptops and mobile phones to be in the classes? Okay, so let me leave these school classes on online. So if I talk about only these byju's, these
No,
things,
I'm not talking about Baidu.
okay, let me talk now. So having that online, they are also not having these things, these technologies with them. So how can they use this?
See, first of all, we know it is a fashion in India and the whole world to just have a mobile phone. Many people in the poor areas or in the remote areas don't have proper clothing, but they have a mobile. So it is a very amazing thing. But certainly everybody it is normal for everybody to have a smartphone at their command. And certainly there are two parents in the house, and the mother and their father, and can't they just give their mobiles to their children? Of course they want to bring them up as very intelligent people, so can't they do that?
See, I have been to so many villages, and I have met them who were very poor, and so many of them didn't have money to eat. How will they bring money for these technologies? First need for everyone is food. If you are earning money, you are earning money for your food, and then these clothes, these tables. Okay, house is necessary, but first necessity is food.
Yes, but see, I also ponder upon the fact that how do they get that money? And it is certainly an interesting topic. But so I think our discussion has been very informative, and I hope you found it interesting. We discussed upon many facts, me and her, and how did you find us? Just write down in the comments. And also, if you want to add something to our discussion, or add some interesting point, then you might be lucky that we might just put it in the episode. So just put it down. So my friends, so let's summarize what we did. See, first of all, the major thing about online classes is that it can provide a lot of people, lot of poor and people who are living in remote areas necessary education. And now a point from Anshika, that we are able to interact with our fellow students, build team building activities. We can do team building activities such as discussions, activities and all of that. And we can also make relations with our teachers, and they can we can just make it a very environmentally it will be a very it will be a very happy discussion with our on an online offline presence. And in online classes, secondly, I think that we are the teacher has additional technology tools to just enhance her teaching. And from online offline side now, there is a thing that we are able to just do all those physical exercises, and it proves a very good thing for our health. Most people would be obese if they hadn't been going to school. Many of my friends are now fat because they are not just going to school. And at school they used to move and play a lot, but now they cannot do so. That's why they are getting fat. So that is certainly a thing. And thirdly for offline online, it is a thing that we are able to like it is very good that we are able to do all these. We are like allowed to learn about technology and its like many diverse capabilities, and you know that technology is like now seeping into every industry. So someone wants to become a banker, he has to understand about technologies like blockchain and everything, like sorry, not blockchain, about bitcoin and many things like that. So it is a very interesting field, so it is worth understanding. And next, for offline, we had an habit of just like doing things in discipline, having a routine. It is the only thing that we do which is in routine, nothing else except breathing and eating food we do in a routine. We have to do school every day, so it is a very important thing for us. It develops discipline and ability to follow the routine. And then fourthly, for like on online classes, it is a very good thing that we are able to do online. They see, it is a very good thing that we are able to connect many people across one platform, and we can just do all these classes in an online form just because we are not able to move out of our homes. So it is a very interesting thing that we can do in this. And for offline classes, once again, that now see, in offline classes we are able to just like go to school. While we go to school, we are able to develop our interacting skills. That is very interacting and social skills, that is a very important thing, my friends. If you just know how to interact, you have an IQ level of 50, but still you can interact with people, you will become the most intelligent person in the most influential person in the world. So now, thanks for staying tuned till the end, because I hope you found my this episode interesting and informative. Well, Shah, for now, bye bye.